effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
She made me do it. True story. I don't get it. She the reason I'm so seclusive. She my Harley. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Bitch, my name is Blac Attack. Adam Bomb, destructive cat. Who my team is solo. I got me, myself, and I learned it from them cats who got their heart hurt by these men and women. I'm not from this earth. I see different. 80, Amy, beat them, do her like I'm tweaking on that beat like Tracy, baby. Throw it to my tongue like Brady. She's a crazy lady. She be feeling for my dick like she's my bitch, but she be acting like she want me on the low. She really bout what running game. Really, she just got the game. Really, she just feeling for some love. I messed up. I ain't pay attention. She was fooling T. Now I'm about that competition, tryna be Adam. Where's my Eve? I can't see behind this money, all this green. Adam, where's my Eve? Selling kitty on the ground. Damn, this pussy not for frisky. Damn, where's my Eve? Fucking with them feet. Now I'm DG Adam, where's your E? Got me squinting like I'm Stevie. I don't know, I just can't see. Where is Eve? E selling kitty on the ground. Damn, this pussy not for free ski. Damn, where's my E? Fucking with them fiends. Now I'm DG Adam, where's your E? Got me squinting like I'm Stevie. I don't know, I just can't see. There she go, playing in the mud with them boys who want the fun. Now you stuck, caught you in the mix. Them niggas bitches, they don't want no smoke. Personally, I put all y'all in the ground, y'all sniffing coke. Think this shit a joke, where is E? Play defense, slow switch. Now I'm painting pictures, I've been peeping Mona, been with Lisa lately. Used to say they crucify you if you gay. Things been changing lately, no I'm not gay, I'm just saying where's my Lisa? Probably chilling with that nigga, maybe even Kia, smoking on that reefer. Play defense, ooh that shit tastes good. E told Adam take a piece, he said he know he shouldn't, but he really should. Heard them niggas talking round the block like damn hood. Was it good? I mean it stuck up in my throat. Now I got them demons in my soul. Adam, where's my Eve? I can't see behind this money. All this green didn't turn me to a fiend. I've been blowing cash, planting seeds. Now I'm DG smoking all this tree. We gon' call that fiendin'. Adam, where's your E? Selling kitty on the ground. This pussy not for frisky. Damn, where's my E? Fucking with them fiends. Now I'm DG Adam, where's your E? Got me squinting like I'm Stevie. I can't see Adam, where's your E? Selling kitty on the ground. Damn, this pussy not for frisky. Damn, where's your E? Fucking with them fiends. Now I'm DG Adam, where's your E? Got me squinting like I'm Stevie. I don't know, I just can't see. I just don't get it, I'm not trying to judge, but the good ones always going with the bad ones. I was trying to put you up on game, baby. I was trying to build you up to fame with me. I already know my cuckoo flow so crazy, I just don't be showing it. I ain't show you shit, why'd you show me this? Why'd you show me this? Adam's apple was from E. I'm just trying to be Adam, where's my Eve? I can't see behind this money, all this green. I've been smoking all this tree. Adam, where's my E? Selling kitty on the ground, this pussy not for frisky. Damn, where's my E? Fucking with them fiends. Now I'm DG Adam, where's your E? Got me squinting like I'm Stevie. I don't know, I just can't see. Where is E? Where is E? Damn, where is Eve? Where is Eve? Where is Eve? She in the gardens with them demons. I'll be preaching, I'll be speaking about the truth. These hoes just scream without a clue. They think it's stupid.
Hey man, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Blac Pill podcast.
My nigga.
Yes, sir. Hey man, we in the building, man. Like I said, y'all hit the like button, answer that poll in the chat. We back in here. Let me pull myself up 1 second. You know it's late. My bad, y'all. I had to go get my tire fixed. What up? I'm in here. Why does the camera look like that? You know, every day the camera switch, the camera look a little bit funny to me. I'm like, yo, why the camera look like that? Why it's looking like that right now? Is it just me? Is it just me?
What the hell, boy?
I can't tell. But yeah, man, we got a good show for you guys today. Hey man, a lot's going on. 1 second. Let me X out Rumble so I can make sure this shit works. Okay, we're good. We're good. Are we good? I think we're good. Should I make myself brighter? It's not really gonna help. The beauty of being black, you can't be seen. You can't be seen. Anyways, man, like I said, man, shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. Oh, that's probably why I feel so uncomfortable, because I don't have the many faces of me up. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow your boy on these platforms. Y'all know what it is. Now it feels a little bit better. I was like, bro, why does it look like that? I was tripping. Anyways, like I said, man, we got a good show for you guys today. Trust nobody. Y'all see that? Trust no one, ninja. Trust no one. Okay? Okay? Are y'all hearing me? Let me get this show on the way. You know, we got to be more mindful of people who are watching. Shout out to everybody new that find their way to my page. Understand this, the way this show works, people. As you guys can see, we use code words here. So for example, Win is the thumbnail. Win is the guiding force of this show. Shout out to Win. Okay. We have a lot of energy in this show, and sometimes I may be all over the place, and I'm saying this in response to somebody saying earlier he didn't like the way the show was. I mean, minus the little complications, it is what it is, my ninja. If you don't like it, don't watch, okay? But at the same time,
This is the main event. So Halle Bailey saying that her mental health is under control and slamming DDG for embellishing in the custody case. This is the main event. So we're gearing up to the main event. Past that, I'll show you guys other things that I've seen on the net. You know, we all have the same social media, but everybody has different algorithms. With that being said, I'll show you what I see on my algorithm, and you guys can make your own determinations, and I make my own determinations as well. Past that, I love the constructive criticism. I might turn up on you. Like I said, if you're throwing it, I'm catching it. Big pause. Shout out to shout out to the Alphabet Boys and Girls. They call it Pride Month. I don't know what to believe, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I'm not part of that community, like I always say on the stream, but I have no issue with people doing whatever they do, because at the end of the day, it's not my job to police people, and I hate when people try and police me. You feel what I'm saying? No pun intended, especially because I am of a darker complexion. But with that being said, yeah, man, we're gonna get right with this show. Y'all answer that poll in the chat. We streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Facebook's messed up though, but it is what it is. Facebook got messed up. Yeah, bro, Facebook got messed up. I don't know what happened, but Facebook, they be locking me out. So I guess I got demonetized on Facebook. It's crazy because when I'm doing the stream, you know, it's locked, it's only shown to me, but when I finish the stream, I can go switch up the settings and put it on public. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it doesn't recognize that it's my account. I'm not entirely sure. I can try and do it from my own page here, but I don't think it's gonna work. Let me see. Yeah, I see myself streaming right here. It could be because I have it right here, but I'm still confused as to what's going on. Let me see. Look, if I click on it, you can't see it, but I'm clicking on it. I hit edit post. Yep, it's blocked off. I can't. Like I said, it's locked in. As far as I know, only I can see it. So it is what it is. If y'all can see me on Facebook, say what's good. I appreciate y'all. If anything, share my page with everybody. All right, let's get started with the show. Like I said, y'all answer the poll in the chat. And the question is, based off of what we know, whose side are you on? Vote and tell us why in the comment section. Damn, I'm a little bit ashy. All I did was wash my face and shit. I'm a little ashy, but it is what it is. Yeah, and so far we got everybody Team Halle. Shout out to Halle Bailey.
But what the hell, bro?
All right, with that being said, let's get started, man. Let's see what's popping off. First things first, we have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. One second. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant discussing America's healthcare hypocrisy with no chaser. Here we go. Sounds like fun.
People are healthy. The crime rate is lower. But we fight public safety. We can't get public safety when the crime rate is high. Because if I can't get my mom to a hospital because she's going to die, I'm a mad bitch. And if I'm a mad bitch, it's going to be chaos when I leave my house. If Dimitri can't get any treatment he needs because his baby boy is sick, you think that's not going to be an angry black man? That's a problem. So when you deprive us of resources, period. Yes, when you deprive us of resources, you're fucking right, you create a fucking wilderness. You damn right you create a jungle. So why do they do this? Because
But what the hell, boy?
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand what she's saying. Yeah, it's a messed up system that we live in. Shout out to America the Beautiful. And we got a lot to cover. Shout out to America the Beautiful. Hold up. Let me put the volume down a little bit. Shit, making my ears hurt. I got weak ears. I got big ears that are weak. Yeah, bro. Yeah, America the Beautiful is messed up, people. I'm here to tell you, the country's been sold out a long time ago to the highest bidder. Money over everything. Unfortunately, money is worth more even than the air that we breathe, and that's why we're in this current state of affairs. And the people are too stuck, you know, raising their families to sit there and actually try and revolt against the government. People are too loyal to the nation, and I'm not saying these things to incite violence or terroristic acts. No, I'm just calling a spade a spade. So shout out to the government. You know, I think everybody has their own personal, everybody has their own personal agent that watches them and what they do. I know I'm a little bit weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Hold on. I'd have hit that. I had to hit the buzzer. But yeah, so shout out to my agent watching me. I'm not trying to incite anything. Please don't send the SWAT people after me. I'm just saying, bro, I call a spade a spade. The country's been sold out a long time ago. With that being said, shout out to Luigi Mangione. I'll never be sitting there in support of somebody killing another person. My bad, YouTube, offing another person. But I mean, I guess that's why he did what he did. So to do a good segue, I have something to show you guys because I've been seeing it on the net. We'll just go to Hollywood Unlocked. So right now, as far as I know, we got Elon Musk and Donald Trump beefing with each other on the net. It's getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazy. Shout out to President DJT. Yeah. Now, when it comes to politics, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm on my side. Shout out to Black Adam. Hate to refer to myself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hate to refer to myself in the third person, but I got to do it because I do the streaming shit. I'm not a narcissist. I'm more of an empath. Let me just put that out there. I'm putting that on the flow. But like I said, we got Elon Musk saying that President Donald Trump wouldn't have won the election without him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And then we got Donald Trump clapping back by threatening to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. Ninja. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is a big deal. I did not expect these things to happen. Let's see. So we have Elon Musk on his platform X, which is formerly known as Twitter. I call it Tweeter still. Shout out to Tweeter. Elon Musk said, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems, and when he says Dems, he's referring to the Democratic Party or the left-wing party. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. And then he posted afterwards, he says, such ingratitude. Y'all ninjas is bold, bro. Ninjas is bold. Like, for example, when y'all hear me say shout out to President DJT, like I said, y'all would never hear me come on the net, right? The internet where what you said lasts forever, and then go criticize the commander-in-chief. Now, if he wasn't the commander-in-chief, maybe, but I'm saying the commander-in-chief, hey, that's bold, bro. That's bold. Let's continue. Donald Trump came on his platform, which is called Truth Social. If you go on there, be aware. It's a lot of racist people on there. Shout out to the racist people. It's a lot of racist people on there. Or, to be politically correct, since we're talking about politics, to be politically correct instead of incorrect, there's a lot of prejudiced people on there. Elon was wearing thin. This is what Donald Trump said at Real Donald Trump on his platform. He said Elon was, quote unquote, wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate, which is the electrical vehicle mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. In quotations, or my bad, in parentheses, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Now, this is actually true, people. Donald Trump never wanted the electrical vehicles, and that's the thing. Elon Musk wants the electrical vehicles, and it's not for the reason people think. Now, I used to work for Tesla. Let me stop right there. And as far as I know, my NDA is up. And yes, I had to sign an NDA. Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit. But I mean, it's $1 billion company. With that being said, I believe my NDA is up, so I can say this. So a lot of people, like, do you guys know that Tesla, and I'm not going to say too much just in case my NDA is not up, but did you know that Tesla is not a car company? Yeah. Tesla's not a car company. And if you know what kind of company it is, you can put it in the chat. So it makes sense as to why Elon Musk will be mad that Donald Trump didn't allow this to happen, because he would have been the most powerful man in the world, which is weird because I remember I seen on the net where people was talking like, oh, you know, Elon Musk might become the Antichrist or whatever because the way he's moving and all this shit. And some people were saying it was Mr. Beast, the YouTuber, but that's besides the point. The next thing Donald Trump posted was the easiest way to save money in your budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Ninja. They fighting, bro. Let's see what the comments say. Somebody said, go ahead and tell us. Hold on. Let me see. He said, go ahead and tell us it was rigged so we can get them gone. Thank you. Real Housewives of the White House. We all knew this would happen, and I'm excited. The real B613 is about to be exposed. Elon, tell us what you did to help him win. Tell us about the ballot boxes, #scandal. And let me just stop right there and say, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just commentary. We don't know the natural or the actual validity of everything that we post and everything that we say. So just chill, guys. I'm just doing it for entertainment. We all gonna die someday. You feel what I'm saying? Vibe out. It's not that serious. Anyways, continuing on, like I said, Elon Musk then came back and tried to clap back again. And we have to cover this, guys, because this is history being made. So Elon Musk said Donald Trump is in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Ninja. What the black people say? They say, Lord, have more mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on us right now. Elon Musk says Donald Trump is in the Jeffrey Epstein files, and that is the real reason they haven't been made public. Ninja. This ninja tried to put the nail in the coffin. That is wild, people. Let me see. Hold on one second. Like I said, Elon came back on his platform X and he said, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT, with an exclamation point. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Yeah, this is wild, bro. It's just crazy that we're seeing this in real time play out. And like I said, I've told you guys many times, you know, I'm not the truth. Well, I am a truth seeker. I'm trying to make sense of it, of it all. I'm trying to make sense of it all for us, what's currently going on. And my best explanation is not that good, but my best explanation is this. We are living in the Flashpoint paradox, people. Shout out to all the people that like superheroes and shit. You know, I love superheroes. Black Adam loves superheroes. But yeah, if you know what the Flashpoint paradox is, and if you don't know, the biggest example is Black Mirror. We're living in a world of Black Mirror right now. I don't know when it happened. Maybe somebody came back from the past or whatever the case may have you. But majority of the things you see right now going on are not supposed to be going on. I'm going to say it kind of went left during COVID. And I think every 10 years it goes left. Like, look, 2030, I remember I said in the song, 2030 is my vision. I ain't put the song out yet, but 2030, ninja, them robots gonna be the next step. And that's when you guys gotta join the core. We have until 2030 until you guys join the core. If you don't join the core, we're all cooked. Now, what's the core? I'll tell you about it later. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, the Flashpoint paradox, for those of you who don't understand, basically, Flash went back in time, and when Flash went back in time to try and change something, he basically changed all the other universes. So we have to assume, based off of what's going on now, that somebody might have done something that affects all the different multiverses, right? And just follow me for a second. Like I said, it's entertainment purposes only. I'm perfectly coherent. I read every day. I just gotta, I gotta make it look like, I gotta entertain. Like I said. So yeah, basically Flash or whoever went back in time, something happened. And now the stuff we're seeing, I don't think is actually supposed to happen because this can't be real life. Anyways, like I said, the final thing that Elon posted was reacting to the 1992 footage of Donald Trump partying with Jeffrey Epstein and agreeing with X post that Trump should be impeached. Let's see.
Chicago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future.
1992, people, just keep that in mind when you post stuff, because if you don't keep that in mind when you're posting stuff, you might be cooked. Keep that in mind when you post stuff, because that shit stays there forever on the internet. That's why I'm very mindful of what I say now. I've given myself my own form of media training. Sometimes I let off the fly, but like I said, y'all never see the Black Adam from Miami. You guys have seen the Black Adam from Texas. I'm more reserved. I'm cool, calm, collected. I get a bit excited when I talk. I love being alive. What can I say? I've been through hell. And I told myself, why stop? Just keep going. Here we go.
President surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
Yeah, he was having fun. Oh yeah, look at them white girl. Hey, shout out to the Snow Bunnies. He looked like he was having fun, bro. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. I want to make this joke, but you man, look, I'm gonna make the joke, man. I know Shannon Sharp would have had a great time there. I know he would have had a great time there. Let's continue. And then, you know, Elon put the emoji. I can't do it, but you know what I was trying to do? Raise my eyebrow, like, excuse me. Let me see what else. Somebody else posted President versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. Hey, bro, let's see what happens. I don't think his people are going to turn on him. They're too loyal to each other and to Donald Trump. They consider him the third Messiah or the second. I don't know. They consider him the Messiah, bro. Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit, people. But I mean, it is what it is. I have no issues with it. Shout out to them. Anyways, let's get back to the show. Couple other things we have to cover before we get to the main event. Like I said, y'all answer that poll in the chat, bro. And I'll give you a bit of the main event. So first part of the main event is DDG's attorney has released a statement via XXL, according to Billboard on Wednesday evening. So DDG's attorney released a statement after the judge granted temporary granted a temporary restraining order that bars Halle Bailey from engaging in any physical or emotional abuse. Ninja. What Ric Flair say? What Ric Flair say? Yeah, that's a big deal, people. That's a big deal because that means there's some validity to what he's saying. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, first off, women, are you in here? Shout out to the women.
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Come on now. Oh, baby, do that one more time. Do it one more time. Come on, baby. Ooh. Ooh.
But what the hell, boy?
Let me chill before they say I need to keep it in my pants. Yeah, I mean it's a dub for DVD. Shout out to DVD. Shout out to my boy. We don't call him Doodle Garbage no more. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After everything that popped off in the last 2 days, bro, DDG earned my respect, bro. Shout out to DDG, bro. Bro, the most DDG gonna get is DVD. Like I said, the ninja earned my respect, bro, and it's because he was hiding all that information of abuse that was going on, and he held silent. And I'm speaking from a perspective of I've been in bad relationships with women, and I'm gonna say bad because I don't want to open a can of worms, but it's been bad. And to put it in perspective, I can say this because guess what? If something happened to me, y'all already know what it is. But yeah, I've been with a gang-affiliated women, ninja, gang-affiliated ninja. Now these hoes, shout out to them, shout out to you, my exes. These women were Looney Tunes, and I stayed silent. So seeing him speak up, yeah, it means more than you know. It means more than you know. Besides the point. Anyways, let me read to you guys real quick. We got Judge Latrice A.G. Birdsong partially granting the rapper a temporary restraining order that bars Halle Bailey from engaging in any physical or emotional abuse. The court granted Mr. Granberry a temporary restraining order based on a serious allegation set forth in his application. The statement reads, as we reported in quotations, as we reported earlier, the judge is leaving Halo and Bailey's sole custody until the hearing that's now scheduled for June 24th. Come on, bro. Come on now. But we're going to keep you guys updated. And like I said, he put out the statement. The statement was to XXL. I'm going to read it for you guys. You guys keep answering that poll in the chat. Let us know what you think. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is everybody is Team Haley. Shout out to Haley. Everybody Team Haley. Fellas. And this is why I respect the women more. Because look, bro. Well, I don't know if it's if you're a guy and you're Team Haley, put a 1 in the chat, and we're not trying to expose you or whatever. I'm just trying to make a point. This is why I say when it comes to the men, I don't speak for all men. I don't speak for all black men. I don't speak for all tall men. I don't speak for all the men across the diaspora of black people. And the reason why is because men are not monolithic in their thinking. Every man, for some reason, I don't know how society convinced them of this, but every man thinks every man for themselves. And I mean, it's cool because I have to have the same sentiment now. But like I said, the one thing that I respect about women is that they stick together like glue. Now I understand, it's because they're different kind of physicalities or whatever the case may have you. But women is always going to ride with each other, whether they're right or wrong. Not all, like I said, the terms we're governed by, and I've said this in multiple streams, is some, not all, maybe most, but not all. You can't say all because then people look at you like you're just, talking shit, swallowing spit. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I respect the women because the women stick together like glue. So we got the statement right here. Like I said, the court granted Mr. Granberry a temporary restraining order based on a serious allegation set forth in his application. The statement reads, the issuance of this order reflects the court's findings that there is sufficient cause to provide immediate legal protection while the matter proceeds. So yeah, basically, this girl's a Looney Tune, bro.
What the hell, boy?
This girl's a Looney Tune, playing like she's sweet and innocent, and now it's coming out that she's not really sweet and innocent like that. And that's why, fellas, I tell y'all, err on the side of caution. We love women, and women can be sweet and kind, but, and it says this in the Bible, and this is not red pill content, by the way, I have to throw that out there, but it says this in the Bible, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And now you see why. You can see why. And it's not just in this situation. This is, like I always say this, thank God for social media, because we can now see all these things transpiring and we have actual record and indication and proof of it all. At this time, custody-related issues remain pending and are subject to a full evidentiary hearing where both parties will have the opportunity to present their claims and defenses. These are highly sensitive matters involving a minor child, and Mr. Granberry remains committed to resolving them through the appropriate legal channels, not the court of public opinion. Oh man, I remember when I first started spitting game and I was trying to give out the information for free. Shout out to the people who told me I should give out free information. Ninjas be tripping.
What the hell, boy?
Ninjas be tripping. I try to put ninjas on game. I was like, bro, there's some dangerous women out here. Them ninjas act like I was tweaking. They was like, oh, it's only you. What kind of women y'all deal with? Oh, you know, I think it's the type of girls you trying to attract. You like dangerous women and all that. Boom, look at Halle Bailey. Hey, shout out to Halle Bailey. She looks so kind and sweet though. Now look, I'm gonna ask y'all ladies, fellas, does Halle Bailey look like the kind of woman that would stab a ninja? Huh? Does she look like the type of girl that would stab a ninja? And that's what I try to tell y'all, gentlemen. I say this so many times. I think we've evolved out of it. I've said this a multitude of times. We're just now coming out of our barbarianism. But one thing we lost throughout our evolution process, whatever you believe in, right? The Bible, evolution, whatever you believe in. We lost the sight to be able to see predators and prey. So we can't tell who's who. We can only tell who's who based off of physicality. But physicality is not always proving, physicality is not always proven correct is what I was trying to say. So follow me. So the most venomous animals, right? Or the most venomous things in society, they're not big and they're not strong, but they can kill you. They can kill multiple men in a matter of minutes, hours, seconds. I'm trying to think of other examples. Like I said, a stingray could sting you. Had you known about the stinger, if you ain't know about the stinger, you would never know that if a stingray stung you, you would practically be paralyzed until you pee on yourself. Shit like that, right? Shit like that. I'm trying to make a point here. My point is, as humans, when it comes to other humans, we grew up with each other. So because we grew up with each other, we can't tell who's who until they expose themselves for who they are. People become good at hiding shit. And then afterwards, what happens is, you know, we have a camera. We got the camera right now. The camera in my face, the camera in your pocket, the camera in your hand, whatever the case may have you. The camera can now show us shit because you can catch it in real time and play it back and be like, look, that's you doing that. So that's why I tell y'all, I got to practice mindfulness. Be careful. Like even me, I've done some dumbass shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't do no crazy shit though that's gonna put me in jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a square. Shout out to the squares. I ain't do no crazy shit. I ain't that strong. I'm tough as nails, but I'm a square. I ain't trying to be in jail with a bunch of ninjas. I like looking at the women out here. Shout out to the ladies. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. Yeah, so y'all not gonna find me in the penitentiary. But yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, like I guarantee when this shit blow up through the roof, y'all gonna see a video of me like about to knock a ninja out, probably getting into fights, probably getting jumped. Hopefully they don't come out. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm human just like everybody else. And ninjas had cameras. So what did you want me to do? Am I supposed to stay there and not do anything? So I had to do what I had to do. Anyways, let's continue. Like I said, that's the main event. But shout out to DDG, man. DDG blowing up after this ish. We got DDG's relationship red flags. Here we go. And this is old footage, by the way, people.
What are 3 red flags in a relationship? Or in dating, right? You start
and let us know what you think in the comments. Here we go.
Dating somebody, you see this red flag, you're like, yeah, no, it's checkout time. I can't do that. Something that you've learned over the time.
A girl that put her hands on you, can't do that. Ooh. Can't do that.
Man, that was a serious red flag right now. I was thinking maybe somebody that was constantly texting.
And you know why it was serious? Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, let me expose some game. It was serious because majority of the time, you wouldn't expect that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, some of these girls out here is dangerous, bro. Shout out to the women. I do like dangerous women. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Some of these women dangerous, bro. Let me not talk about myself before I put my business out there. What they say, don't throw rocks from a glass house. Some shit like that. I don't know. Here we go.
Nah, I think physical contact,
of
like
course.
Fighting and stuff. I think another red flag would be boy best friends not doing that.
Oh yeah,
no?
for sure.
No
for
besties?
sure.
Nope,
yeah,
don't exist.
For sure. For sure. What the hell? For sure, we ain't doing that, bro. Well, I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks. Me personally, Like I said, I'm insecure. I'm insecure. I am insecure, so I'm not doing the whole boy bestie shit. You could keep your bestie, I'll walk away. I don't want him to leave. You got a boy bestie, I'll walk away. If you hide him from me, I'll walk away. It's all good. Y'all can say what y'all want. Oh, you and your feelings, you insecure. Oh, it's just more power to you. It was nice meeting you. There are 10 billion people on this earth, people. There are 365 million people alone in the US. I believe 54 of those, or I believe the percentage of women in the United States is more than men. So I ain't got nothing to lose, bro. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let's continue.
No man is 100,000% your friend.
For shit
Really?
show.
And the girls I be with are pretty. So I know he's not.
Hey man, shout out to the ugly girls. We love you too.
But what the hell, bro?
Shout out to the pretty women. Hey man, pretty privilege is a real thing. I'm not pretty, but pretty privilege is a real thing. Them girls got it good. Shout out to the pretty women. Here we go.
No, that's my brother. That's bro.
No, because
me
and you get into it, and you tell bro, and
you gonna run over to bro, and bro gonna say, "Let me console you. Let me give you what you need," and you gonna be like,
But what the hell, boy?
Here we go.
You go over bro house.
Yeah.
You get to drinking with bro, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You give bro an inch, he gonna take a mile. Don't care how bro and sister y'all is, you know?
Yeah.
Are you anyone's bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, pimping ain't easy, dog. Pimping ain't easy. I ain't pimping though. Hey man, I ain't pimping though. I ain't never pimped no girls. My bad, I'm hearing jokes in my head. I've seen women that got pimped and I was just like, I ain't even know that was a thing. I've been informed. I actually had a pimp as a mentor. I know that's crazy, guys. But we ain't get that far to where I was gonna pimp girls. He kept telling me, he was like, oh, it's crazy cause bro, I don't even know his name. Isn't that insane? I don't know his name. I know his nickname. I'm not finna tell y'all his nickname because y'all probably know him in the street. Shout out to Houston. What up, H-Town? What up, H-Town? But real cold dude, very cold dude. And I'm saying cold, like, to be a pimp, like, if y'all want the game, I could teach y'all the ism. Because, you know, I was finna say that, you know, he told me, he's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you got the look, bro. And I'm like,
But what the hell, boy?
I'm like, what's the look? He's like, bro, you got the ism. I'm like, what's the ism? And to make a long story short, before we get back to the show, I mean, it's part of the show. This is the show. You know, he was telling me, he's like, oh, you know, the way you move and shit like that. And, you know, I'm just me, bro. And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna give you some game. So this dude had money. So I had clients. I was doing some stuff. I had clients. No, it wasn't anything illegal. I had my own business. So one of my businesses, I was taking people around like an Uber driver or whatever. And yeah, so, you know, I was like a private driver. So like on call kind of thing. So I was getting paid good bread. Should I advise you to do it? I mean, if you want to do it, it's annoying to keep the custos because sometimes they be all over the place with it. Two, you got to have a nice car. So like I said, during that time of my life, I was like in my hustler phase. So because I was in my hustler phase, I was in and out of rentals. Now take that with a grain of salt. Okay. Take that with a grain of salt. I was in and out of rentals. I had a bunch of nice cars. So I'm pulling in and out of rentals. You know, everybody like, damn. So like, what you do? I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. So yeah, like I said, I'm moving in and out of rentals. And, you know, I picked him up and he's like, yeah, you know, you seem real cool and shit. You very chill. You're not bugging me as an Uber driver or whatever. He's like, hey, man, take my number. And then he told me, he's like, you know, I'm going to make you my personal driver. And like I said, the bread was right. So the money was good. I was like, all right, fuck it. We're going to roll with it. So I'm talking about like at least $100 for like a 20-minute ride. Insane, people. And I'm not going to say too much because he probably trying to kill me. He might be a gorilla pimp. He might try and kill me putting his business out there. But he was like, yeah, bro, you know, you got the ism, you got the look. He's like, you know, I'm going to teach you a little bit about pimping. And that's why I always tell y'all, I know the game, and the game is sold and not told, because you're not supposed to share that information with people, because you can actually change your whole outlook on life. You can actually control the minds of people. And I'm like, bro, it's not worth it, because the way you have to act, it's too much, bro. But yeah, like I said, so we never got that far because, you know, I think COVID, it was like around COVID time. And main thing what it was, Yeah, I believe it was COVID time, but yeah, he was like, bro, I got to take you down to the strip club so you can go get you some girls and all that. He was talking about a stable, and I was just sitting there like,
But what the hell?
I was like, nah, B, nah. But then COVID happened and I ended up moving and shit. But hey, man, shout out to H-Town where the real deal pimpers be at. Is pimper a word? I don't know. I just made it up. Here we go.
What are 3 red flags?
All right, that's it, man. That's the 3 red flags right there. Let me see what else we got popping off. Y'all answer that poll in the chat, bro. You know it's Trent. Well, first things first. Shout out to Top 5. Y'all heard about this ninja named Top 5? It's this ninja named Top 5, right? Damn, we got a lot of shit. Oh, man. Oh, well, I still got like 20 minutes. All right, so this ninja Top 5 came up in this hoe, talking about he cut off his, what is it called? His tag. What do they call it? His ankle monitor. You see, I'm not even in the penitentiary. I don't know what it's called. So he made it seem like he did the race. Shout out to TK, who's currently sitting in prison serving whatever time he's serving, right? So don't do the race. But yeah, so he made it seem like he cut off his ankle monitor and he did the dash or whatever the whatever they say, right? Whatever the gangsters say. And then the police came out and exposed him. Here we go.
With regards to the ankle bracelet, Mr. Ali was well within his right to not be wearing that ankle bracelet. He wasn't on any conditions to wear it.
That's why we say question everything on this podcast, man. Don't believe everything you see. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Even me, people. I don't come on here. I may talk. I might, my parents call me a bullshitter. Shout out to Papa Black and my stepmama. They say I'm a bullshitter, right? They say I'm a bullshitter. I say question everything and then question everything until you have to question yourself. And at that point in time, you got to do some course correction. I made that up. I coined that term. And my whole thing is this. Even me, guys, question me. I do what it does because, you know, I'm trying to entertain you guys. I am saying a lot of truths. I'm not really sugarcoating much. I am sugarcoating, actually. I'm not saying what I would like to say. I'm not speaking like in ebonics and shit like that because I want you guys to actually understand me. I'm not really trying to portray something I'm not. And the reason why is because I've been through a lot of shit. Like I've always told people this. Like, imagine like Power. Like, y'all see the show Power? Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent. So I lived a life like Power, but on a much lower scale, right? On a much lower scale. No bullshit. No bullshit. So because of that, that's why I can come on here and talk shit to you guys while I'm at my crib safe. If y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'll show y'all proof. Y'all seen how many phones I had, y'all would be sitting there like,
but what the hell?
I'm telling you, bro. But besides the point, shout out to the pigs. Shout out to the police. Shout out to the pigs. Let's continue.
So him having cut that off on social media was sort of part of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that. With regard.
Yeah, first off, I never heard a song from that ninja. I didn't even know he blew up. He blew up out of nowhere. I guess he's big in Canada. 6.5 video. What? Hey, man, I don't know what that is. But anyways, like I said, it's Pride Month. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+. It is Pride Month. It is Pride Month, and I'm looking for new followers or new supporters of my show. And I have this time something that's a little bit extreme. We have this person who did a gender transition, sharing their story with the world. Here we go.
I had facial feminization surgery. I had sex reassignment surgery. I was on HRT for 17 years. Now I'm on a combo dose because I can't go off. I have multiple health conditions from transitioning young and for transitioning for so long.
Wow. So what was it for you that kind of woke you up to this isn't what I should have done?
I found out that.
And let us know what you think in the comment section. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. You know, I showed this video with all love. Here we go.
Homosexual transition was environmentally caused in almost every single case by childhood sexual assault or by internalized homophobia or failed boy syndrome. 92.5% of trans-identified males are straight and bisexual, and the only explanation for a straight or bisexual man to transition is autogynephilia. So from my perspective, I went there and I was...
Whoo, run that back. Hey, man. That was a lot to process. That was a lot to process. But like I said, for the black community, because it's the first person I've seen that's not black that they showing. What I was finna say. Yeah, man, like I said, they kept black people in a sexually androgynous state. I've said this in my other streams, and that's why we're in that current state of affairs right now. And that's why they feel like they can't really talk to ninjas about it, because ninjas be mad about it. And the reason why we mad about it is because of what our ancestors, our brothers, cousins, sisters, whatever the case may have you, had to go through. But here we go. Let's run that back.
I had facial feminization surgery. I had sex reassignment surgery. I was on HRT for 17 years. Now I'm on a combo dose because I can't go off. I have multiple health conditions from transitioning young and for transitioning for so long.
Wow. So what was it for you that kind of woke you up to this isn't what I should have done?
I found out that homosexual transition was environmentally caused in almost every single case by childhood sexual assault or by internalized homophobia or failed boy syndrome. 92.5% of trans-identified males are straight and bisexual, and the only explanation for a straight or bisexual man to transition is autogynephilia. So from my perspective, I went there and I was given a blanket diagnosis given to anybody who has a body issue as a child nowadays.
You know that.
And that's where I have to draw the line. Let me stop right there. So when it comes to pushing this shit on kids, I don't have a problem with anybody doing what they do, but I'm saying it's different strokes to different folks, and at the same time, it's adult activities. So when it comes to adult activities, I feel like sexual stuff is adult activities, okay? So I understand that kids got to figure out what they like and shit like that, but I'm saying I think we shouldn't be trying to push them in a certain direction. I think we should let them figure it out for themselves, not be bugging them, because kids will say anything. So you'll fuck around and walk up to a kid, excuse my French, you walk up to a kid, you be like, oh, you know, what you feel like being today? Your kid would say, I'm a pony today. You sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
All right, you a pony. So you like, yeah, you a pony. And then, you know, dad gonna come up like, hey, you're not a pony today. You're a race car. And your kid gonna look at, you know, your son's gonna look at his dad and be like, I'm a race car. Yeah. I mean, bro, what? You feel what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times, and my whole thing is like, a lot of times as parents, you know, like, and I'm not a parent, I'm saying like for the parents, I empathize, right? I have a dog, if that counts. I'm a dog dad. Does that count? Shout out to the dog dads and moms everywhere. Pet moms, pet dads. Does that count? But yeah, like I said, you know, kids, what y'all gotta realize, and I'm talking to the parents who find their way to my show, like your kids are gonna wanna do whatever or say whatever it is to make you happy until y'all kind of push them to the point where y'all piss them off. After that, your kid's gonna do whatever they can and say whatever they can to make you mad. So that's the whole thing where it's like, it's tough being a parent. It's like a thankless job. So first off, shout out to the parents of America. Yes, sir. I know it's not easy, people. I know it's not easy, people. Hey, man, I know it's not easy, but like I said, y'all got to kind of find a way to like teach your kids the right way, and also teach your kids that it's okay to be who you are, but make sure that who you are is who you actually want to be, not what society wants you to be. Because if you don't tell the world who you are, the world's going to show you who you're supposed to be. And I think that's the issue going on right now with the kids, because I heard a whole bunch of shit about how they're forcing it on kids now in school, and they're giving them all this information, and the kids don't even know what to think of it. And I'm here to tell you, bro, I graduated high school early. I graduated high school at 16. I graduated college at 19. I'm here to tell you, I used to think I was grown back then. I remember when I first started living by myself. I can still remember when I first moved into my apartment in Texas. What up, Texas? We in the building. I was 20. I was 20 years old. I did not know shit. Even now I sit here like, damn, I can't believe I got all this shit. And I don't have much, but I did not know what the hell was going on. Like even in my sexual phases of, you know, when you got that sexual energy, bruh, I was just going through the motions, bro. I'm talking about, I'll pull up to a girl that I was attracted to. Boom. I ain't gonna lie, you fine as hell. And just start talking to her. That was just me, bro. So, like I said, and I was bold, bro. I was bold. And like I said, I was a hothead. And all I'm saying that to say, like, thinking back to when I was younger, bro, I had no common sense. I didn't know right from wrong. A lot of shit that my parents said to me is starting to make sense in my head. But I didn't realize how mentally immature I was until I actually look back now and think back and reflect on my life. So y'all be careful what y'all tell these kids. And at the end of the day, parents, y'all make sure that your kids listen to you. I mean, talk to the teachers, get cool with the teachers and shit, but make sure your kids at the end of the day listen to you. And another thing too, make sure that you are a safe space for your kids to go to, because if you're not a safe space, they're going to go to somebody else, and that somebody else might not feel the same way about them that you do. So keep that in mind, people. That was bars. Damn. That was bars. Let's continue.
Your message will probably make them angry. Why is it important for you to be here?
Because people are being lied to when they're being diagnosed. They're not being diagnosed with what actually causes the gender dysphoria. They're just being diagnosed with a symptom of a problem. And there are multiple problems that cause those symptoms. And when you don't appropriately diagnose people, you lead them into a life of ruin.
Hey, man. Gems, bro. Gems. Now, I'm here to tell you guys, shout out to everybody new that find their way to my page. I'm here to tell you, I do not watch these videos before I come on here. Everything I'm saying to you is off the fly. I would flip the screen. This is my phone, though. I would flip the screen and show you. I'm not reading off of any guideline, any, what do they call them? Bullet points. I'm not reading off of any bullet points. I'm saying this off the top of the fly. This is just how I feel in my head. Whatever comes. So that way it's in real time. I'm actually live. I'm enjoying it. You're enjoying it. It is what it is. Hit the motherfucking like button, okay? Hit the like button. But like I said, so look, it's gems. Because look, the best way to explain this would be glasses, people. So glasses, right? Do I have a pair of glasses? Glasses don't fix the problem. Glasses remedy the problem. But glasses actually make the problem worse. Yes. And the reason why is because they keep you on that prescription until you die, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So this, I'm gonna call her a woman, right? I believe she's a trans woman. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. This trans woman has to be on this medication or whatever that they gave her as a lifetime patient. And guess who's making money off of it? The powers that be. There you go. Excuse me. Here, let's continue.
All of these interventions are permanent. They're irreversible. And
permanent and irreversible. Is that something we want to push on kids? It's like tattoos, guys. I got tats. I want more tats, but I didn't get too many tats because, like I said, permanent and irreversible. Y'all know what my first tattoo was? Bro, my first tattoo was a smiley face. That's where I'm saying, look, I was 18 when I got my first tattoo. My parents didn't know that, though. I kept it a secret. So just to put it into perspective, and like I said, I guess I was mature for my age, or maybe the people that was trying to get at me lied to me and told me that, right? Who knows? But my first tattoo was a smiley face. That just goes to show you the mental maturity. Why would I get a smiley face? Even now, I'm like, bro, it just made sense at that time. I was like, yeah, I want a smiley face. And they was looking at me like, so where you want it? I'm not gonna tell y'all where I got it, but imagine my first tattoo was a smiley face, and where I got it, them ninjas was looking at me like,
but what the hell?
Them ninjas was looking at me like, this ninja a little weird, but yeah, bro, I was crazy back then. Let's continue. And I was trying to hide it, so.
they lied to me. I want people to know that they're lying to people. They're not diagnosing autogynephiles as autogynephiles. I have friends who medicalized all the way and are self-admitted HEPs who were never diagnosed with the reason they feel this way. They were just transitioned.
Who do you blame for this sort of fast tracking of medicalizing children?
I think after
this, guys, we'll do the main event. Like I said, keep answering the poll in the chat. We just got to let people see this stuff. It is Pride Month. We're doing this for the Pride people. Yes, sir.
Gay marriage was one. There was an empty hole in gay politics. We had gotten everything we wanted, and I think trans jumped into all of the orgs that were associated with the gay community, and they lobbied to make gender identity a protected thing. They started doing that in the 90s, and I think this is a byproduct of the trans community intentionally watering things down and lobbying so everybody can have access, and they don't care about the people who are indoctrinated, who are harmed by this loosey-goosey system where you can walk into a therapist in 15 minutes and be given a gender dysphoria diagnosis.
And what do you think it'll take to fix it?
It's going to take lawmakers to step up and shut it down.
Woo! I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to be protected as well. Why they not protect the ninjas? Where my ninjas at? Shout out to my ninjas. Hey, man, like I said, crazy shit, people, crazy shit. Anyways, main event time. Y'all hit that like button 1 second. Let me pull it up. 4, 3, 2, 2. Yes, sir. All right, gang. Like I said, shout out to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate all of y'all. We're going to bring you up to speed. We told you guys we're going to keep covering this until final remarks are made, and right now, so far, so good. I guess. I don't know. That didn't come out right.
But what the hell, boy?
But yeah, we got Halle Bailey saying her mental health is under control and slamming DDG for embellishing in a custody case. So my first question is for the slow people in the back, and I'm one of them. What is embellishing? It's crazy because I made the what is it called? I made the thumbnail and I don't even know what that is, but it made sense at the time. So we're gonna go look up real quick what embellishing is, and I'm pretty sure it's lying or doing forgery. I don't know. Definition of embellishing. Oh, well, I guess she used the word wrong. So embellish means to make something more attractive by the addition of decorative details or features. So I guess what she's saying, and like I said, y'all answer the poll in the chat. I guess what she's saying is that DDG made it seem like she's a Looney Tune and that she's crazy, right? But the sad thing about it is she made it seem like she's crazy by doing that stuff. You can't just stab somebody and act like it's all good, bro. It ain't, bro. I'm here to tell you. And if y'all think it's all good, bro, you guys need help. And my advice to you is to stay away from me. I don't want you close to me. Let me see. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Boom. So first things first, in recent news, excuse me. So Halle, and I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see it, and then we'll go on TikTok and discuss. We have Halle Bailey. Hold on, let me make it bigger. So we got Halle Bailey bringing up that DDG's brother had a fist fight. And what is his name? Shout out to Dub. I think his name is Dub. And then she said that in her new court filing that DDG's place is not a safe environment for Halo. And that's why I try and tell you fellas, y'all got to be mindful what y'all do. Shout out to all the brothers, and I'm saying brothers across the diaspora, my Latino brothers, white brothers, everybody. Gentlemen, y'all got to be careful what y'all do, bro. And that's why I tell you I play square. I don't want to play square. You feel me? I want to be thugging. I want to, you know, pull my glizzy out, do what I got to do. I want to pull my knives out, pull my weapons out. You know, I want to stab somebody and all that, right? Hey, bro. Hey, but if I was to do that, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to sit in jail. I'm gonna have to not sit in jail. I'm gonna have to sit in prison. Let's say I don't sit in prison. Whenever I do something, people can potentially use what I did against me. And that's why I tell y'all gotta be mindful what y'all do. Even y'all circle, y'all gotta be mindful y'all circle. And that's why DDG said when it happened, hold on, we're gonna pull it back up. First off, let me see what she said. She has said, and let us know what you think in the comment section, by the way. Hold on. Make it bigger so I can see it. So on Saturday, May 31st, Daryl and his brother were recorded on TikTok, and this is what she said to the court. Being involved in a fist fight with another man, the declaration reads, I will bring this video to court. Daryl and the people around him are aggressive and angry, which leads me to believe this is not a safe environment for Halo. And that's how your baby mama gonna do you, bro. Hold on, I gotta hit that Undertaker. You gotta hit the Undertaker, bro. Cause that's how they gonna do you, bro. And that's why I tell you, gentlemen, y'all better learn to keep yourselves under control when y'all have kids, cause they will use anything against you. And when I say they, I mean the powers that be. The women are just pawns, guys. A lot of y'all don't realize that. Some of the women don't realize that. The women are pawns. The easiest way to control a nation is to control its women. Not control the men, control the women. Because by controlling the women, you control the man. That's bars. Like I said, that's bars. Now look, you can disagree with me if you want. I personally don't give a shit. We can disagree to agree. It's okay. But like I said, the writing's on the wall. Look at the current state of society. Who's in power? Do you really think, do you honestly believe in what's today's date? January, February, March. And June 5th, 2025. Do y'all still believe that men are in power? No, men, and I've said this before, and like I said, if you ever hear anybody say this is Black Adam's philosophy. When I went to college, I studied philosophy. That's why I have all these different thoughts. Shout out to all my philosophers. I'm a modern day philosopher, okay? So listen to me. Men are in shackles by the women that they deal with. Now, my whole thing that I've always thought about is, okay, so is it because, has this been going on and that's why society is the way it is? Or has this just recently started to go on? And that's where I'm trying to figure out. Like, you know, they said the fall of Rome. We're witnessing the fall of Rome. They said multiple times, on multiple occasions, when a society gets to a point where they end up in safety, women start to accuse men. And after that, we watch the fall of society. Y'all can go look that up. Don't quote me on it though. But boom, every single man that's in power is in shackles by the women. And I'm saying power is performative at this point. Power is the president. We'll use Diddy as an example. Billionaires, Elon Musk, Diddy, other billionaires who are in the public light. Like I said, power is performative at this point. But yes, depending on the women that you dealt with, you are in shackles, you are in metaphorical chains by the women that you dealt with. So now when it comes to the people who are in power passing laws, I believe the same sentiment occurs with these people. So when we see these things happen, y'all got to realize that women run the world. Shout out to the ladies. And women know this. Women know this. Men only run the world on a case of we build things, but women run the world. Like when it comes to the actual psyche of things, women run the world. That's why when they say men are becoming feminized, how can men be feminized if men are strong enough to speak for themselves and stand up for themselves? Men were not strong enough anymore. Women run the world. So a woman can get you to act weak, whereas a woman wouldn't act weak for you if she doesn't like you. Shout out to the ladies. Anyways, like I said, I could keep talking about that. Let me get back to what I was saying. So, yeah, it's not a safe environment for Halo, and this was the fight, and they said it was a skit, but this is the fight. And for those of you who don't remember, we covered it, and what happened was somebody called him doo-doo garbage, and that's why I was like, we ain't gonna call him doo-doo garbage, because niggas want to fight about names. When I used to get called being black and shit, they used to call me under the bed at nighttime and all this shit when I was in school, bro. But ninjas sitting here crying about doo-doo garbage, bro. But it's okay. Like I said, DDG got my respect back, so it's all good. So we call him DVD at most now. We're going to call him DVD, but we ain't going to call him doo-doo garbage. Let's continue.
Hold this real quick. We got going. Mike, hold it. Hey, hold it. What you say? What we got going? What you say? Doo-doo garbage. No recording.
And unfortunately, right? Hold up. DDG, where you fucked up at, right? Where you fucked up at is your ass said on camera to go check him. Now, when you go into that courtroom and when they ask you, what does go check him mean? What are you going to say? Tell us. Tell the class, please. Class is in session. What are you going to say when they ask you, what does that mean, brother? What does that mean when you say go check him? That means you enticed them to do it. Now, whether or not it's performative, right? Whether or not it was a skit, it doesn't change the fact that it looks kind of fucked up right now, especially in the case of you wanting your child there. Now, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the situation, but gentlemen, please take notes right now. The court does not give a fuck, bro. The court wants to extract your resources. For example, I'm saying, like I said, the government and the women have the same kind of sentiment. Not all women. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, like I said, I know y'all take this heat, but I love y'all, and that's why I say the things I say. Because I want y'all to be happy, right? I want y'all to be happy, so I'll try and give the men a bit of game as to understand what's going on in the current dating scene. I'm not a dating coach. I'm just a person living here on this green earth in America, just like everybody else. So yeah, so the government and the women have the same sentiment. So you are a wallet of resources. You are a tool of resources. You can build, you can destroy, you can make money, you can give stuff away. That's what you are here for. So when it comes to the court, it don't matter who, bro. It don't matter if it's the lawyer. It don't matter if it's her lawyer. It don't matter if it's your lawyer. It don't matter if it's the judge. They are trying to extract your resources from you. Like I said, now when they lock you in at a price, you're cooked. So this ninja worth whatever, 2 million. I don't know how much he's worth. I don't be pocket watching. Let's say he's worth $1 million. All right, now, so they gonna lock you in at that price of $1 million. So now you gotta pay whatever child support is. I think in Texas it's like 20% of your income. So like you gonna have to pay 200 racks every year to this girl, right? Follow me. Follow me. If you make less money, you got to find a way to keep making that money, or else you got to find a way to schedule court again, which costs money. You see what I'm saying? How it's a revolving door. It's a conundrum. It's a cycle. It's going to cost money. Guess what? You got to go back to court to lower the payment. That's going to cost money. You got to pay the lawyer. She might not want to go to court. You got to subpoena her. You got to pay her lawyer. You got to pay the judge. Okay, so boom. They don't lower the court, or let's say they lower the fees. All right, cool. So whatever. Let's say you make more money. They find out you make more money. They're going to schedule for you your day in court so that way they can find a way to reschedule the payments and you pay more money until that baby is 18. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. So like I told y'all, gentlemen, is this what you want to do? And that's why I say, you know, stay away from the court. Like I've been in court a couple times, and I'm not gonna say for what. Yeah, I mean, I didn't win every time. My track record probably like 2-1. My track record about like 2-1, right? 2-1. I've won some, I've lost some. And it wasn't family court. I wouldn't say it was, I don't know what court it was, to be honest. It was like I've sat in a deposition and shit like that. It wasn't, I'm not gonna say it was family court. It wasn't family court. I don't know if it was criminal court though, right? I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For one of them, I'm pretty sure it wasn't criminal court, or maybe it was criminal court and maybe my lawyer didn't tell me so that way I ain't tweak out. Who knows? But I've been in court. And I always remember, and I tell y'all this because my dad remembers this. Shout out to Papa Blac. My dad told me this. So look, make a long story short, like I told y'all, power life. I used to live a life like power. So I wanted to take the case to trial, right? Long story short, I'm just trying to fast forward here. I wanted to take the case to trial. You know, on the papers, it's like, oh, you know, you're going to be tried by a jury of your peers. Think about like Diddy, right? So I told my dad, I called my dad, I said, yo, so, you know, this the whole plan or whatever. Not a plan, but I'm like, this was going down. This is what my lawyer told me. And he said, so you're going to take it to trial? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take it to trial. Y'all see my color, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take it to trial. So my dad was like, if I was you, my dad dark too. My dad was like, if I was you, I wouldn't take it to trial. And I'm like, why? You know, I feel like I should take it to trial because this might happen. He was like, well, guess what? You're going to be judged by a jury of your peers. And a jury of your peers might not like the way you look. Not to say it like that, but you catch my drift. And I was just like, at first I was like, man, whatever. I slept on it. I woke up in the morning. I was like, my dad is right. We're not taking this to trial. We're going to settle this right now. And I realized, like I said, the courtroom may not necessarily be on my side. Once I understood that sentiment, I was like, hey, after this last time, if I can help it, I'll probably stay away from court. I don't want to be around it. I'm good, because I'm starting to wake up to, hey, society works like this and it's cool. It don't matter about whether or not you're right or wrong. It's about what you can prove. So even in this instance, that's why Haley came out and made the statement. Let me see. And like I said, they can prove that DDG is aggressive and DDG is able to get people to beat other people up. Here we go.
Where's that going? Where shit go? Where crowbars at? Nigga, you straight? Nah, he got a head. Nah, he got a...
Yeah, you fucked up, my boy. You fucked up. Besides the point, let me continue. Let me see. All right, so boom. Hold on. We're gonna go to Hollywood Unlocked. Hold on, is it here? I'll do these stuff tomorrow. Let me go to Hollywood Unlocked.
First of all, Sarah.
All right, so hold up. Is it here? Nah, we probably go to Say Cheese. Oh no, the shade room. All right, so boom. Where is it? Right here. So we got Halle Bailey saying that her mental health is under control and calls out DDG for embellishing in custody case. So Halle Bailey breaks her silence and denies all DDG's claims that her history of threatening self-violence, self-harm, poses a risk to their child's well-being. According to Billboard, she told a judge that the rapper is exaggerating about her since-treated mental health struggles and that she's 100% available and capable as a parent to our son. Bailey addresses those claims in a response declaration that he exaggerated, lied, and misconstrued for the court not only the history of their relationship, but their parenting and her mental health. The singer adds, I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of offing herself. Ninja. Now, gentlemen, ladies, y'all can listen in too. Shout out to the women. Gentlemen, do you see how, like I said, we live in a society that's biased. So if you came out with the same information as a man, they would say you're a menace to society, and they will put your ass. What I remember, I dealt with this girl. They will Baker Act your ass. That's what it is. I remember she got Baker acted, so they put her in a straitjacket. That's what that means. So they will put you in a straitjacket and dope you up on some medicine if you express the same kind of if you had the same kind of issues. And that's why I tell y'all got to be mindful, bro. Let me see. Hold on. The declaration continues. 1 second. Shit. My bad, I need my glasses. The declaration continues with Bailey saying, without waiving, and this is in quotation, so she said this herself, I'm not making this up. Without waiving the psychotherapist patient privilege and physician patient privilege, I have reached out to my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. I have been and remain 100% available and capable as a parent to our son Halo. So I'm here to tell you guys, if you didn't know, this girl is a loony, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
This girl's a loony. She's a loony. If she had to take medication, if she had to take like real deal medicine for it, that means that shit is serious, okay? And I mean, no disrespect for everybody that got their own personal issues, okay? I mean, we see you. We see you on a Blac Pill, but we can't just sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're all there in the head if you're not all there in the head, right? I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm crazy too. I've been lost my mind. I'm crazy too. But I'm not that crazy to where I'm doped up on the medicine, ninja. I mean, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro? She been doped up, bro. They doped her up on the medicine. That's crazy. And that's, well, let me not say too much. Bailey notes that the majority of the mental health incidents cited by DDG date back to 2022 and 2023 when she was emotionally devastated by the rapper's behavior. Boom. Gentlemen, peep game. Are y'all listening? Is this thing on? Ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the ladies.
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. Are you in here? So 100 women versus accountability. Do y'all see how this woman says that the way she was acting in her mental health, like something that's wrong with her in her head was because of him. Now, I'm not saying that taking up for the ninja. I don't know if he was gaslighting her or whatever the case may have, you manipulating her, shaming her, making her feel away, whatever, whatever, right? But this is where I'm saying, ladies, sometimes I gotta stop this shit, bro, where y'all trying to hold a ninja hostage because the ninja don't want to be with you no more. Like I said, everybody needs to pick better, even Black Adam. Pick somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with if you want to make a baby with them, or even if you don't want to spend the rest of your life with them, because I know how some of you girls do, make sure you're able to tolerate him. Secondly, y'all can't sit there and get mad if a ninja want to go be with other women. And that's the thing. A lot of women like to hold ninjas hostage now. That's why I say men have become the new women and women have become the new men. And that's the issue now. So even me, bro. Even me, even though I gotta do this, I do this, this is my livelihood. I like to talk and shit, but I hate feeling like I'm gossiping like a hoe, okay? Puh. That's me spitting. I hate feeling like I'm gossiping like a hoe. I'm not that type of dude, but I gotta do this shit and I gotta use my mouth like a weapon. Pause. Big pause. But yeah, like I said, so women now act like they own the men and men act like the new women complaining about their emotions and shit. I'm just sitting here looking at all this dysfunction and confusion like,
but what the hell, boy?
The fuck going on here? That's how I be looking at it, bro. But I mind my business because I can't save the world. Like I said, she said, back to 2022 and 2023 when she was emotionally devastated by the rapper's behavior is the reason why majority of her mental health incidents happened. And like I said, gentlemen, this is where I tell you 100 women versus accountability. Women are never going to be accountable for their actions. So you have to, or how do I say this? The onus and responsibilities on you. Y'all got to protect yourselves out here in these streets, bro. These girls is not going to save you, bro. I don't care how loyal she is or whatever. Look, this is how loyal she is. Look, I'm mobbing through the streets, right? I'm with my girl. If a bigger ninja come and beat me up and say, you come with me right now, she going, bro. She going. What's she gonna do? Get beat up too? That's what I'm trying to tell you, ninjas. It's that simple, bro. Y'all gotta kind of put that in your head. It's okay, but keep that in mind. That's why I keep the peace on me. That's why I work out every day. When I'm done here, I'm about to go work out. That's why I got my boxing gloves, because I ain't playing no games, okay? I ain't playing no games, and I suggest you guys do the same. At the same time, I'm aware that the responsibility is on me. So God forbid something happen. Something good happen, the responsibility is on you. Something bad happen, they gonna blame you. The responsibility is on you. Keep that in your head when you deal with these women. Now, I'm not saying don't deal with none of them. They're cool. There's a lot of cool girls you're gonna meet out here in these streets and shit. But like I said, there's an expectation that comes with you. There is no expectation for them. Their expectation is the hair, nails, makeup, and looking pretty. That's it. That's it and that's all. Now look, don't get mad at me. I don't make the rules. I'm just trying to tell y'all ninjas how to navigate through these streets and shit. I don't make the rules. I ain't make the rules. The game remains the same. Only the players change. Shout out to my uncle. My uncle told me that. The game remains the same, only the players change. So it's been like this, bruh. It's been like this since the dawn of Eden. Shout out to the Adams in the chat. Shout out to the Eves in the chat. She said, let me see, 1 second. She said, DDG never raised any concerns about her parenting abilities until the very day her domestic abuse claims were set for a court hearing. And like I said, she may be saying that, and that may be true, but y'all got to remember there's multiple reasons why he might not have said nothing, because maybe he wants the mom of his child in his child's life, 1. 2, maybe he didn't want to open up that can of worms. 3, a lot of times it's because women are going to go to the court. Dudes don't want to go to the court because we don't gain nothing by going to the court. Everybody's going to look at you like you're a hoe if you go to the court. And that's the whole issue where I tell y'all got to protect yourselves out here in these streets, bro, because don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. And your mom, if you got your mom in your life. Shout out to your parents. If you got your parents in your life, maybe them too. But past that, don't nobody really give a fuck about you out here in these streets. In quotation, she said, had Daryl really been concerned about my parenting, he would have taken action prior to this time, wrote Bailey. This is co-retribution to embarrass, humiliate, and cause me additional emotional distress. Even that statement alone is a targeted statement. And that's why I tell y'all, bro, y'all gotta be careful out here with these women, because you'll never know until you see it. And you won't see it because, imagine, if you would see this side of a girl first, right? If she was to show you this side of herself first, would you want to deal with her? Would you want to make a baby with her? And the answer is no. But I'm here to tell you, yeah, bro, women are dangerous just like us. It's okay. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. You just got to keep that in mind when you deal with these girls. Let me see if there's anything on TikTok. Then we're going to get up on out of here because I got to go get this money. I got bills due. Shout out to you if you pay bills in the chat. All right, let me see TikTok. Let's see what else popping off. Let's see what other content creators have to say. Oh, and DVD's probably going to lose if you guys don't know. And I'm on DDG's side, but he's probably going to lose because of how the court system's set up. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
Imagine somebody stabbing you and social media is asking if the person who stabbed you is okay. That's what's going on with Halle right now. Because like I told y'all what's going to happen.
Social media. Is her name Holly? I call her Haley. I don't know what her name is. We're going to call her Holly now. Shout out to Holly.
Is now seeing DDG as the bad guy for releasing all the messages between him and Halle. They're saying she's justified in trying to end it all with the kid, even end DDG, harming him due to the fact of postpartum. Yep. Literally all of them keep saying all her actions are normal due to postpartum, and DDG did not do a good enough job as a father of Halo in trying to help her get over this. You guys do.
Yeah, do y'all understand how crazy that is, bro?
But what the hell, boy?
And that's the thing, bro. It's like every time a ninja think about even having kids, bro, y'all like to scare me with this shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna wait on that one, bro. Here we go.
Do know a lot of those messages are before she ever was pregnant with Halo. She had trackers hidden in this man's stuff in his baby's bag in order to follow him around and know where he is. When they were broken up, she threatened ending it all because she thought that DDG was out with Lala crushing in Mexico. She threatened to get rid of baby Halo because DDG did not want to be with her anymore because of her manipulative ways. But somehow you guys are saying that she is no way in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah, man, 100 women versus accountability. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Let's see what they got to say about it. Here we go.
Halle has responded, and in her response, she basically is saying that it's ironic that he's just now waiting to respond. She's saying that she should be granted permission because she has to go and work. She has to make money for her child. And she also did directly address the mental health things. And she says,
so my thing is, if a woman has mental health issues, is it okay for her to still raise the kids? How do you know she's taking her meds? What if she's off her meds? How can you make sure unless you're watching her? What if she just one day say, I'm gonna stop taking my meds because I'm good? Because that actually happens, people. At what point do we say, okay, we gotta, kind of protect you from yourself? Now, I don't know the specifics of her mental issues. I'm just saying, I'm begging the question. Here we go.
That she alleges that DDG is exaggerating, lying, and misconstruing facts for the court, not only to make their history of their relationship look crazy, but to make her parenting and her mental health look away as well. She says, there's no doubt that I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and in 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse that she alleges. I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression.
And like I said, she's blaming him for her mental instability. Do you guys hear that? She's blaming him for her mental instability. Gentlemen, take notes. Shout out to the women, though. We still love you, ladies. We just know it's a cold game out here, and that's why you got to be cold on a bish. I'm cold on a bish.
And previous thoughts of suicide without waiving the rights of her therapist and her privilege. She says she has reached out to her doctor to receive treatments and to address these issues. And she also says that if given a chance, like if a judge takes this to court, she'll take the stand and talk about all these things, and she has nothing to hide, but it's unfair.
And when she starts talking about it, I guarantee you guys, I'm going to do my own little prediction right here. If she go on the stand and they actually put her on the stand and start talking about it, she gonna hit the waterworks, bro, if y'all know what that is, right? She gonna hit the waterworks. She gonna start crying and try and talk through the tears and all that, and everybody's gonna be feeling bad for her. And that's where women do this thing where they feign weakness. Feign as in F-E-I-G-N. Feign weakness. They show weakness so that way they gain leverage. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this has been going on since the dawn of Eden, and it's okay. But I mean, when you know the game, you know what I'm saying, you know better, you do better. Here we go.
That he's right now requesting for her to not be able to take the child out of the country. And the reason why he's saying that he doesn't want the child to go out of the country is, number one, of course, you know, all the mental health stuff that he's alleging is harmful. But he's also saying that if baby Halo goes out of the country and, you know, God forbid something were to happen, like she goes into a mental state allegedly, or she's threatening to harm the baby, they're out of the court's jurisdiction. So there's nothing that he can do to intervene, and it could take weeks, days, or whatever before he could. Ali has responded.
Yeah, bro, like I said, tough situation. Let's see what else they got. Let me see. Let's see what DJ AK said. Oh, shit. I messed it up.
Chat, y'all know the truth? I put DD in a group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
I don't know what I just did.
It is a dictatorship in there.
Oh, shit. I ruined TikTok. Oh, no. We good. Hold on. I had DJ AK. I accidentally pressed something. Hold up. Here we go. Shout out to DJ Academics.
So, his TRO is granted. So his TRO is granted. They got to serve.
And guys, so the TRO is a temporary restraining order. Here we go.
It says, all right, okay. DDG attorney released the following statement to XXL, opposing the prior reports that the rapper was denied a temporary restraining order. Again, yeah, that was erroneous, but they denied his emergency motion. That's a fact.
Yeah, so let's get it. Let's get the facts right. Shout out to DJ AK, man. DJ Ak. Shout out to AK. Even though y'all don't like him, I don't really know the ninja, so you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they denied the emergency motion. Like the emergency motion that he filed, they denied that. But the temporary restraining order was approved. And that's why when I read to you guys earlier about the lawyer, that's why the lawyer came out. Here we go.
The kid's still going to Italy. Both of them have restraining orders against each other. See, that was weird to deny. If one person says the other person shouldn't hit me up, and then the other person says, well, tell that person not to hit me up, you should grant both of their motions to figure it out.
Gentlemen, another thing too, not to cut DJ Academics off. Gentlemen, you know if you get a restraining order on a woman or somebody gets a restraining order on you, you're not allowed to have weapons. Do y'all understand that? It's really like that out here in these streets, bro. It's like that out here in these streets. Here we go.
We now find out that's happened. What they have denied is that they're not going to stop the mom from bringing the kid to Italy.
Yeah.
The court has granted Mr. Granberry a temporary restraining order based on the serious allegations set forth in the application. The issuance of this order reflects the court's findings that there is sufficient cause to provide immediate legal protection while the matters proceed. At this time, custody-related issues remain pending. So basically, and they're talking about their loss. Pending means they're not stopping Halle from bringing the kid to Italy. And are subject to a full evidentiary hearing, which is going to be later, where both parties will have the opportunity to present claims and defenses. Halle already told the court that she's going to be out of the country till August. They're not going to have this hearing before August. So,
and another thing too, where Halle fucked up was she said, oh, in the messages, for those of you who don't know, she said, oh, you know, you can show these messages to people, I don't care, thinking that he wasn't going to show it to nobody. And that's the thing we do, gentlemen, too. We tend to protect we try to protect the women and protect all the bullshit that they be doing, cause we like, yeah, she just tripping out. But bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's gonna turn deadly, bro. Here we go.
So it's gonna be after August, and that means the kid hasn't seen DDG for 2 months, and he hasn't been around the kid for 2 months, and he can't talk to her for 2 months. These are highly sensitive matters involving a minor and child, and Mr. Granberry remains committed to resolving them in a public and appropriate legal channels, not the court of public opinion.
Factoids.
Unfortunately, y'all both famous. Y'all both have brought some aspects of this online.
Yep.
So whether y'all want it or not, it will be talked about in the court of public opinion.
Yes, sir.
I know at some point both of y'all wanted it to be private, but eventually it was not. And I do think that things like this should be handled private because it's better off for both parties and the kid, but didn't happen like that. So
yes, sir. And that's it for today's tonight's show. Like I said, we'll keep y'all posted. Tomorrow we probably do a show. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the blacklist. I think I might do a reaction to Lil Wayne's tape. Shout out to the Young Moolah fans. I might do a reaction to his Carter 6. I believe it drops tomorrow. Past that, I'll keep you guys updated. If anything, follow me for more. Turn on your notifications. Follow for everything more by Black Adam if you like my personal opinions. If you don't like it, it's all good. Let me know I can do better. Don't be rude about it though, because if you come for me, I'm gonna come for you. Big pause. Anyways, like I said, man, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back in here tomorrow, man. Deuces.